my time at LifeWater, it was important that I get out of the country and see some of the work that LifeWater had done. And the easiest, most accessible place that we could get to where LifeWater had worked, it was in Haiti. And we went to an island off of Haiti where LifeWater had done a good deal of well drilling and work there to see some of the work and to see some of the villages and communities where water had made a difference. It was the first day there, and we got an old Army truck, World War II truck, one of those big four-wheel drive trucks, and we started up one of the mountains there on Laganab. And we climbed up the mountain, and we made our way up this long upgrade and old rocky, rutty road. And the driver stopped, pulled off to one side. There was a little pull out. On the other side, there was a cliff. And I wondered why we were stopping, and as I looked around, I saw a well that had a hand pump on it. And as I looked again, there was this little girl standing there, a cute little girl. Haitians are very beautiful people, and I mean, she had this little tattered dress on. She was just a waif of a thing, probably 8 years old, maybe 70, 80 pounds, barefoot, dirty. And she was standing there, and I couldn't understand why she was standing there until I looked more carefully, and she was standing looking at a bucket of water. And I wondered why she was looking at the water. Was there some problem? And I kept watching her, and it suddenly dawned on me that she could not pick up that water and get it up high enough to get it up on her head. So I got out of the truck, the back of the truck, and went over and helped that girl lift up that bucket of water and put it up on her head. I couldn't hardly believe that she could carry that. I know I couldn't have. And she thanked me the best she could, and she turned around and took off towards the side of the cliff, but there was a little path there, a rocky path, and her bare feet with 40 pounds on her head, she went trotting down this path to her home, her village, wherever it was. She disappeared through the bush and down the path. And as we reflected on that story, I realized how important safe water was for so many reasons. First of all, that little girl trying to carry that 40 pounds, it's going to hurt her body. She's going to have neck injuries and back injuries and maybe can't do work for the rest of her life as she carries those 40-pound buckets down little trails. But secondly, and the more important thing, is to realize that she represents little girls all over the world, and to understand that in economic development there's a one-to-one correlation between education and economic development in the developing world. And that little girl represents thousands and thousands of little girls who aren't getting education because they're having to carry water up and down hills to their home so that they can have a little bit of water, safe water, in their home. That's why we want to urge you to support Waiting for Water and find a way to help in that whole story and bring people safe water to their homes and villages.